on all of their socials. Twitch and YouTube is where they are broadcasting from. They also have a Facebook page, so make sure you go like that. Post-race, top 3 to the waiting room if you have Discord. You are not required to get an interview, but they're requesting top 3 finishers get in the waiting room of the Discord, and they will interview you post-race. Good luck, everybody. Remember that this is a points race and a money race, and we are racing on a short track tonight. The race control is allowed to disqualify or penalize any driver if needed. If you have any questions tonight, just ask when I unmute the chat. That's all for the drivers' meeting. Really quickly, I'm going to shout out 2 races for the upcoming weekend. This coming Friday will be Dash for Cash Week 4 of 12, and that will be at New Smyrna. Same format as tonight, except it will be at New Smyrna, just like I said. And then Saturday is James Batcher's $250 to win race. I think that's also broadcasted by Intensity Broadcasting. So make sure to message James if you're interested in running that. The qualifiers for that are tomorrow and Thursday. You have to qualify in the race, but like I said, it is free to enter and $250 to win the feature. So make sure you get in touch with James Batcher if you're interested in running that.
That was the drivers' meeting. Sorry we had a little bit of audio technical difficulties, but hopefully we've got it fixed for the meantime.
Yeah, that's the price of doing business at, man. Stuff happens. We get it worked out, though. We're ready now. Get some Bristol racing happening. It's going to be a good little shootout here.
It's like Ian Martin set the fastest time in qualifying with a 16.360. Not far behind, though, was Darren Cole with a 14.426. The rest of the field is about a 10th off Ian. Gonna be tight-packed racing here at Bristol. Now, Bristol Motor Speedway bills itself as the world's fastest half-mile racetrack, and despite straightaways barely 200 yards long, it is one seriously fast racetrack. The secret is in the variable banking in the 300-yard wide-open corners. You may not have much room to accelerate off one corner before shutting down for the next, but with steep banking, which is actually up to 30 degrees, compare that to Talladega, which has 33 degrees banking. There's not much loss of speed when you get there, and all the concrete racing surface provides great traction for these cars.
Yeah, man, it's these guys are going to kick butt here on this. Is it concrete, by the way? I was wondering that.
Yes, it's all concrete.
So there's a little bit of difference in concrete. There's a couple tracks in the NASCAR circuit that run concrete. Dover, they're headed there this week. The Cup cars are, so.
I think we're going to have one heat race. I don't think anybody's going to get eliminated. This is just going to be for qualifying position. Got Tyler Tomasi, Bill Watkins, David Pack, Jonathan Mitchum, Andrew Ewing, Austin Craig. All those drivers are going to be in this heat race.
I'm digging that Trump 2020 paint scheme that's up there at the front. That's pretty cool.
I know. If you're going to race on a racetrack, you might as well look good doing it.
Right? And then we got Jonathan Mitchum in that awesome-looking police car that he always rocks. That's pretty cool, too.
Got up front, got Austin Craig in the purple and orange flames. So in the front row, got Austin Craig, Andrew Ewing. They're the fastest, I guess you can call them the fastest slow cars on the track. They are in the bottom rankings of qualifying, but hopefully they can put on I think this is going to be a 10-lap heat.
I think it's going to be a good show. We're going to see what Tyler Tomasi's got for these guys tonight. You know, he's always fast and he's always there, so we'll see what he's got for him.
Another guy that he's been up there a lot, Jonathan Mitchum. He's a pretty good. We've seen of a lot. David Pack.
Yep.
Also recognized him. Cody Arman. Well, let's see. Got dual pit lanes here. There's 2 different configurations on iRacing. You can either have the single pit lanes or the dual pit lanes. This is the dual pit lane configuration.
That could be confusing for some guys if they get a deep enough field.
I'm not sure how many we have tonight.
Are we just gonna pace to the? Oh, here we go.
All right, pace
Pace
car
car's
pulls
off.
in. And green flag is out for the 10-lap heat here at Bristol Motor Speedway. The two, Austin Craig and Andrew Ewing, are side by side. Looks like Austin Craig, though, clears that number 27 on the bottom. Got the number 15 of Jonathan Mitchum trying to go for that second. But looks like Andrew Ewing clears him. Look who's coming into the mix as well. We all expected it. Here's Tyler Tomasi in fourth, catching up to the others.
Looks like he likes that high line a little bit. He made some so a good run there on the high side on the first lap there. So he might stay high here. You might see him stay high. Yep. Really good speed. Really good speed through the center. Oh, what a save.
Andrew Ewing, he tagged the wall, but he still didn't do too much damage. We continue green flag racing as we're side by side for second. Here comes Tyler Tomasi continuing to run that high line as he's tracking down Jonathan Mitchum in first.
So as we know from Michigan, keeping those things wound up on the higher side is key to having a great finish. And Tyler's starting that blinking stuff again. That's not good.
He teleported through the number 15 of Jonathan Mitchum. Oh, and the 27 of Andrew Ewing gets loose there. He's been getting loose. Oh, and caution is out because of that.
Wow, caution in the heat race, huh?
Here it is. Oh, just in that exit, got loose. Didn't get anyone else involved. I'll put it in slow motion to make it a little bit. There we go. So do you think he went out too hot there?
I think he just had the foot in the throttle trying to get up off the corner, and she'll get loose if you do that.
So first caution in this heat race. Jonathan Mitchum has remained our leader, but he's got Tyler Tomasi right on his tail, that number 76.
I like that. I really like that high line that Tomasi's running. He's able to keep that thing wound up, and I think we'll see him pass Mitchum here.
And you love to see it when someone can make the high line work. It's always very entertaining to see someone who can really use it on a track, especially like Bristol.
So at the road track, I called both of the winners for both the truck races and the NASCAR race on lap 2 of both races. You can just tell when somebody's got that speed. You can just tell.
I'm a Martin Truex Jr.'s fan, but I kind of knew that Chase Elliott had a fast car.
I mean, he came from like 13th to 7th on the first lap, and I was like, yep, Chase is going to win this race.
You love to see someone who can dominate the road course portions of the schedule.
Yeah, I was excited. My home track is Watkins Glen, and to be able to see an inaugural race on another road track was pretty cool. So,
lights on the pace car have gone off. We got two front runners. Jonathan Mitchum on the outside. Can Tyler Tomasi clear him for that first position? We know he's got a fast car.
Should see a good race to the finish here between those two. Maybe even the one getting in there as well.
Cody Arman, he's made his way up through from, I think he started in the back, but he's up front here. Ooh. Here we go. Great restart for Jonathan Mitchum. Tyler Tomasi, he's staying in front of the other two of Austin Craig and Cody Arman.
Looked like Tomasi spun the wheels because he kind of had to start really high on that restart there. And I think he spun the tires just a little bit at the beginning of that one.
That's, ooh. Oh. I can't, oh, there we go. He's on the bottom of Jonathan Mitchum. It's kind of hard to see, and he clears him for that first position. New leader in heat race. Got Tyler Tomasi in that number 76, but still, I don't think we've seen the end of Jonathan Mitchum.
Tyler's really fast through the center of the corner. He's got a really good line. He's driving it like Kyle Busch does in the Cup Series. He likes to come in high, diamond it off a little bit, so you'll see him pull down a little bit coming off the corner. There it is.
Kyle Busch. definitely
That's
has had
the fast
success
line there.
at Bristol. It's one of his best tracks, has swept Bristol a couple of times, so who knows, maybe we could see Tyler Tomasi sweep the heat race in the real race.
So one of my friends always says emulate success, and that's exactly what Tyler's doing here. He's seen people do this, and now he's doing it himself.
Pulling away from Jonathan Mitchum as we're entering 1 lap to go in this heat race. The laps at Bristol definitely go by fast.
Yeah, they do.
And final lap, looks like Tyler Tomasi, no mistakes in this final lap, and he can get it done in the heat race. Made his way up through mid-pack, got by Jonathan Mitchum, and here he is, your winner of heat race. Got Tyler Tomasi.
Second place was Jonathan Mitchum. Who was on third?
Cody Arman in the number 87 finished third. Austin Craig fourth. Bill Watkins finished fifth. Andrew Ewing sixth. David Pack finished seventh.
Great job again by Tyler. Nice line. People should take note of that line. It was fast.
Now it is time for the main event here. Looks like the top 5 from qualifying advanced to the feature, and they didn't participate in the heat race. So starting from the back, here's going to be your starting order. Starting in the unsponsored number 52, got David Pack. Starting in the 11th, we've got the number 27 Trump 2020 Street Stock. It is Andrew Ewing. Starting in 10th, we've got the number 337 of Bill Watkins. In the 9th position, we've got the number 1 of Austin Craig. 8th is the number 7 of Cody Arman. Starting in 7th, we've got the number 15 of Jonathan Mitchum. 6th is the number 76 of Tyler Tomasi. So here is your top 5. They advanced to the feature. In the number 09, we've got Michael White. 4th is the number 76 of Ron Morse. And here is your top 3. Starting 3rd is the number 95 of Christopher Bedwell. And now for the front row, Darren Cole outside front row. And with your pole position, it's the number 98 of Ian Martin.
So do you think the high side has an advantage here? Is Ian picking the wrong side? That's my question for you.
We'll see if Darren Cole, he's starting on that outside. Ron Morse and evidently Tyler Tomasi is starting on that outside.
Yeah, he'll be in the mix real quick here, I think.
It's going to be a little bit confusing. 276s here at Bristol. Let's see what this front row can do. Ian Martin and Darren Cole have pretty similar paint schemes. But one of them's black and the other one's white. But here we go. Green flag is out here. 60 laps at Bristol, and Ian Martin takes the lead already here.
That was a unique start by Ian. Did you see what he did there?
He went low.
Yeah, he jumped down to the apron to get the car flat so he could launch. That was a pretty interesting start there, and he's off. He gone.
It's a good strategy because here he is after the first lap. He is in P1 here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and he's already 5/10 ahead of that number 00 of Darren Cole. Tyler Tomasi is in 7th in that number 76. Watch him make his way up through the field as he's currently.
The unique thing about Bristol too, man, is that they come up on lap traffic really fast, and so we're gonna have to see Ian work through some of this lap traffic and have to make his way through that, and that might cause some issues. We've seen in the past having issues with lap traffic.
And another thing to keep in mind definitely is going to be tires. It's a half-mile track going at fast speeds.
High speed, high banked, eating up them right sides at least.
So if we do maybe see a caution halfway through the race, will we see some drivers going for some right sides?
I don't know. It depends on if they know which pit stop they have. Pit lane. So I thought he was going to drive away from these guys, but they've been maintaining that distance here pretty well. What do you think, Atman? You think that's just a strategy on Ian's part, or?
I mean, if he continues, we'll see. I mean, the only way he's got a very fast car, currently 5/10 the difference between him and Darren Cole. We'll see what happens when he catches up with lap traffic. Let's see how close he is to David Pack. He's still about a straightaway away from 12th place car David Pack. But maybe about halfway through the race he'll... Oh, caution's out. Got a car around. Looks to be Austin Craig in the number 1 car.
Looks like he might have got the business here.
Ooh. Right
Oh,
into the
man.
A little bit of a slower replay here in that number 1 car. Battling there with the number 337 of Austin Craig.
No, it's a tough call. It's a racing deal. I mean, the guy's on the inside, but he doesn't have to move all the way down, even though, as a driver, you want him to make sure he stays down.
So, did Bill Watkins move up or Austin Craig pull down on Bill Watkins?
So Bill Watkins doesn't necessarily go down. He doesn't pull up, but he doesn't go down either, right? But if you maybe go to the blimp cam, we'll see that like he just holds his line, which is not the expectation of a guy who's on the outside, right?
We got it right now on the blimp camera. That's a very good view.
A lot of times as a driver, you assume that someone's going to do something because they normally would do it, and I've been guilty of this myself. Thinking he's gonna go all the way down to that line because he's there, but
yeah,
he stays the course, right? And then, oops, I hit him.
Yeah, now that I look at it again, Bill Watkins was just holding his line.
Right. But the assumption for the one is that Bill's going to go down low if he's there, and I'm going to give him room to be all the way low, and he just didn't turn, so it was a late turn. There was a special with Dale Jr. and Kyle Busch where they talked about that, about how Kyle Busch
I saw that on NASCAR.
Junior thought he intentionally wrecked him, and the fans made him get him back. And, the whole thing was that you don't have to turn when everybody expects you to. It wasn't that he intentionally wrecked him, but that he just didn't turn when you wanted him to.
One thing I've just noticed is Tyler Tomasi is starting in the back because he ended up going into the pits. I don't think he was involved in that wreck, but he's got fresh tires. Austin Craig, so does he. We'll see if that will give them an advantage over their opponents. Front row, we've got Darren Cole. Ian Martin starting on the outside. Interesting.
Yeah, I think track position matters more at this point in the race. So it's a tough call to go into the pits.
Green flag back out here at Bristol. Ian Martin clears Darren Cole, but Darren Cole is right there still. But Ian Martin has such a fast car here at Bristol.
I think Ian had a better shot or a better launch from the low side. So if I was him, I'd start looking at going back to that low side on those. It was a little sketchy because he had to come left when he started there.
Already, Tyler Tomasi, he restarted 12th. He's already in the 8th position, so he's one of the big movers looking in from the restart. That's 5 positions for that number 76 car, so keep an eye out for him. Still, though, Ian Martin, Darren Cole, and Christopher Bedwell, they are pretty close to Ian Martin. They're battling right now for that second position. Bumper to bumper here is also the number 87 of Cody Arman is there as well. The battle for second. Oh, wow, they're gaining on Ian Martin. Now down to the lead is now down to 3/10 here. Now 2/10.
Yeah, I don't think Ian's going to be able to run away tonight, especially if they get up to lap traffic. It's going to be difficult to navigate with these guys behind you still coming and maybe having to lift for that lap traffic. So we'll see what happens here, though.
He's about a turn away from David Pack. I think about halfway we might see him catch up to lap traffic. As here comes Darren Cole on the bottom. They're side by side going by the stripe. Ian Martin, though, has the nose going into turns 1 and 2, but that changed there. Darren Cole now with the nose. He's got help from the number 95 of Christopher Bedwell. Cody Arman's also there. Darren Cole with the nose now. Ian Martin. These two are just side by side right here. So, Joe, Ian Martin right now, he's running that high side to keep away from that Darren Cole. Do you think it's going to work for him?
Yeah, I think that's the fast line, especially if you can diamond it just a little bit. It keeps that car wound up, and you get a good run off. And when like I said before, we've seen Kyle Busch be able to do that and run around people. So I think if he wants to give him a run for his money, he's going to have to go high and get around him on the outside. Or give him a little bump and run, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I think the one that's going to be doing the bumping is Darren Cole. We know we had a situation last Monday, about a week, at Five Flags in the Southern National Motorsports Park in the Short Track Superstock Series, where there was a bump and run for a money position. But I think if he can do it without fully wrecking him, I think Darren Cole, if he can make that bump and run work, he's got a chance for the win. Don't count out Christopher Bedwell or Cody Arman either. Darren,
really good racing here. I think Darren's got something for him. I think he might just be biding a little time here at man and just maybe paying attention to the line that Ian's running and maybe looking for a weakness somewhere where he can pounce and make it happen.
Yeah, that's always one thing that the second place driver is going to kind of do when chasing the first place driver, is trying to find a fault in the driver in first to see how he's going to be able to get by the person in P1.
And when you're running the karts at man, do you look at that all the time? Where am I faster? Where am I slower, and look for those advantages?
You got to learn your opponents, and I think this is the third race of Short Track Superstock Series, so these drivers have been running with each other for a while. So I feel like halfway through the season, these drivers are going to know a lot of the other drivers' tendencies.
So right there, Ian moved up and maybe lost a little bit of momentum. He went a little too high, maybe. We'll see if Darren can get back to him there.
Yeah, he stayed there.
I'd start looking to do that little diamond off. Start high behind Ian, but then drive it down to the apron coming off and see what happens. That's what I would do.
They're about a straightaway array currently from lap traffic, as we're now halfway through this race. Man, these laps fly here at the fastest half mile. And it's a game of cat and mouse here with Darren Cole and Ian Martin. He's right there. He goes low, gives him a tap. Wow.
Bump and run it is. I knew something was going to have to happen there. And I called it. I knew he had to bump and run. I think that's the only way you're going to move Ian out of that position. And
he cleared him. He tags the wall. Christopher Bedwell and Cody Arman go below him. Now Michael White.
Looks like Ian tried to give him a little bump back, and it worked out not in his favor there.
Right. Sometimes if you're trying to do something to someone else, it can end up affecting you much more than the other driver who you're trying to bump. So, disappointing.
I'm not saying that he did it on purpose, but maybe just based on his line, it didn't work out for whatever he was trying to do there.
Still has that fast car that he's been running up front with. So, watch him come back through the field, and he might be up there in the end, battling.
Yeah, he's already back to third. He had dropped all the way to almost fifth. And so he's back up to third here.
Got Cody Arman battling up front here. Got Christopher Bedwell and Darren Cole, who are trying to complete a pass before Ian Martin catches them. I'm not sure if they can. Darren Cole has a little bit of a faster car right now. Oh, but last lap time, let's see. who's running the faster lap time. Christopher Bedwell is running the faster times. I'm liking that number 95's line. Running very low on the racetrack, but it's been working for him. He's gaining on that number 00.
Yeah, he's definitely faster through the center of the turn, but you can see after they come off the corner that there's just a little bit of a gap that the 00 is going to get because he keeps up high and keeps that motor wound up on the outside.
Ian Martin has quickly caught up to these two, so they're trying to make a pass as quick as possible so they can avoid that fast number 98 who's come.
I'm sure Ian's a little bit hot about how that all went down, but it's time to get back at it. And I think he's probably brushed it aside. He's in third. He's looking good. We'll see what happens here as we wind down on the laps. How many laps do we have left?
We're getting close to 20 laps to go as here comes Christopher Bedwell making a move on that number 00. He's right now on the quarter panel of that number 00. He hasn't got quite good enough of a jump. Can we see any development in turns 1 and 2? Nope. 00 clears them. Oh, we got a car sideways. Cody Arm and Michael White.
Both of them wrecked.
Yep, that brings out our caution.
Looks like one of them maybe went into each wall there after a bit.
So they were running single file right here.
Looks like he just gets a really good run. Maybe, pushed up a bit.
Into the
Tagged
quarter
the
panel.
87, yep.
Ooh.
One into the inside wall. No wall for the 87, it looks like, though. Maybe?
Yep.
Oh, just a little knocker.
The
it's
right
okay.
front got some damage there.
Hey, don't look now, but Tyler Tomasi just came by him.
We've got a bunch of people, I just now realized this, on pit lane. We've got Ian Martin, Darren Cole, Ron Morse, Tyler Tomasi, Jonathan Mitchum, Cody Arman. All of these drivers are currently on pit lane getting fresh Goodyear tires.
You're still in slow-mo. There it is. There's pit road.
Got Bill Watkins, Christopher Bedwell, Michael White. They're all on pit road now. Only driver that stayed out is David Pack. The rest went into the pits.
Tomasi came out 4th. Is that Ian Martin in the 2nd spot?
Yep, Darren Cole 3rd, and wow, great track position gain for Tyler Tomasi. He was in, 6th?
Yeah, I mean, he passed the 2 guys on the wreck. I think he would have been 4th going into pits anyway there.
Still, though, we know he's got a fast car. We saw what he could do in the heat race, and we'll see if he can transfer that into this restart here.
And so the 52 stayed out, and he's going to be up at the front at the point, right?
Right, 44 lap tires. He stayed out the entire race. Maybe thinking that can help him get some track position. Looks like
that may have been a bad decision, man.
We'll see what he's going to choose on this restart, the inside or the outside for that number 52.
I think definitely you go with the outside because you're guaranteed that the person on the inside has to stay behind you.
Yeah, that's an interesting
the
thing
start-finish line.
With these restarts in the short track Superstock series is the restarts and the fact that the leader gets the jump there on these restarts.
Yeah, but I mean, Ian's really good on his restarts. Tyler Tomasi's good on his. Darren's been good on his. So I mean, you never know what you're going to get here.
So like you said, David Pack chooses the outside. Got Ian Martin on his inside. Right behind him is fast Tyler Tomasi. Darren Cole's also there. Let's see what happens in this restart.
You just gave Tyler a new nickname, Fast Tyler Tomasi.
Fast Tyler, I like it. Put that on a t-shirt.
And they're off.
All right,
like
David Pack.
Pack got
Ooh.
a pretty decent jump. I don't think he's going to clear, especially on the new tires. Ian's going to drive right past him.
Darren Cole flies by him. They all got tapped into the number 1 of Austin Craig. Great save. They're 3 wide. That's not good at a short track. They're into the wall. Caution is out.
Mitchum crashed behind him too here.
We'll get both sides of that. But started off, David Pack also got in here. 3 wide is never a good situation on a short track. Tyler Tomasi just got up there. He goes around back into the 76 again. No damage for Austin Craig. Tags the wall.
Looks like Mitchum got turned maybe when he lifted here because he saw what was happening
in front of him. Right.
He's like 3 wide. I know it doesn't work. I'm going to lift. And then he got turned.
Yeah, he had Cody Arman right behind him. Ooh, so yep, there it is. He lifted Cody Arman right into the back of that number 15 car. Christopher Bedwell and Ron Morris luckily narrowly made it through. So you could tell those fresh tires helped the front 4. As they flew right by that number 52 of David Pack, and yep, he's getting some fresh tires right now on pit road.
David learned his lesson on that one, that he needed those tires because he was the only car on the track without the fresh ones, and those guys went right by him on the inside. He actually probably cost Tyler Tomasi that situation of having to be going 3 wide just because he couldn't get going because of Mr. Pack.
He probably didn't use the right code to a spotter.
And it's not like you can wave out the window, "Go by me, I'm slow," like they do in real life.
Right.
You could probably key up your mic and tell them though, I guess.
They need like 5D iRacing, way more visual.
All they need is everybody in VR because you can do it in VR.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to be restarting with 10 laps to go here. Front row, as it has been for majority of the race, it's Ian Martin and Darren Cole, Tyler Tomasi. How he is now dubbed, Fast Tyler Tomasi.
Fast Tyler Tomasi's got some damage to his right front from that 3 wide incident, so let's see if that's going to affect him here on this restart. But we know Ian's going to get a really good jump. There he goes back down to the apron. He gone.
Great restart for the number 98. You're side by side for second. Here comes Austin Craig into the mix, as he now gets into that second position, is trying to chase down that number 98 of Ian Martin. They're right there on him. Oh, got a side by side again for second. Got the 00 of Darren Cole, who's been in second for a lot of the race, is trying to get that second place position back from Austin Craig, but eventually caution's out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that does not look... Oh.
What happened with Ron Morris? And Mitchum.
So I think this is a situation where they go 3 wide. He's in front of Andrew Ewing right now. Goes down
looks
there
like
on
he
the
might have
apron.
just got on the apron and lost it, maybe? Oh, no, he got tagged.
Andrew Ewing into the back of him, and then that propels him upward into Michael White. And Jonathan Mitchum was just trying to avoid it and gets into the
So that's the second one where he locks him up and still got part of it.
Flipping at a short track, Ron Morris on his lid. He's got a lot of damage to fix on pit road.
Looks like Mitchum's having another tough night. We've seen him have a bunch of those.
You know he's fast. Hate to see someone who's a great driver have a poor night. Ian Martin, during that stint, he's remained the leader. But watch out, though, for Austin Craig, a new one, battling for that lead. And Darren Cole still has got that fast car that he has all race.
So with how many laps left, we're going to go back green?
I think when we go back green, we're going to be... Well, when they cross the stripe right here, it's going to be 5 laps to go. So I think...
So at least 4?
Probably. Maybe a green-white checkered, I don't know.
I was going to say Tomasi needs to get that right front fixed if he's going to have a shot at it. And maybe the other guy's a couple tires. But it's a little too late for that now. You got what you got, and you're going to have to see what happens.
So I got some damage on the front end of the 87 of Cody Arman on that right front as well. Look through all the front cars.
I feel like everybody in the field's probably got a little bit of right front. And then Ian's probably got some left rear.
It's hard to leave Bristol without too much damage.
Right.
Like all short tracks.
If you're not using your bumper, you're not trying. Looks like Ian Martin chooses the inside. We've seen that apron restart time and time again for that number 98. Can he make it work this time here at Bristol? So I bet Ian Martin is going to do that same restart that he has done this entire race. And Austin Craig. Yeah, I think that one experimental high side restart wasn't to his liking. So he's going to get that nice run off the apron here. That's going to give him a couple laps. We're going to come to the stripe, I think, with 3 laps to go now.
Right. There it is, right there. He hits the cone.
They followed him this time.
Interesting strategy.
He didn't get away.
Darren Cole and Austin Craig are right there. They followed right behind that number 98. And
Darren's not going to let him get away. Tyler Tomasi making a pass for the 4th spot.
Oh, the 00 is sideways. We've got people flipping. Caution is out.
Double spinners.
Oh.
Flipping. Oh, rocket ship. Looks like he needed propellant on that one.
Just got too hot out of the corner. Got into Austin Craig.
A lot of guys. Four guys just looked like they were driving drift cars there. I want to see this rocket propulsion that happens here in a second.
This is interesting. Here we go, right here.
Everybody slide together.
Oh, wow.
I think that might have even been possibly a look at that rocket propulsion.
Right on the tires.
He was trying out for Tesla for NASA.
Let's see that one more time.
I don't know what happened, but something happened with the sim because all those guys spun at the same exact time. Look at that. There was 4 of them.
Boom, right
Even
there.
Mitchum was spinning.
But this is not the crazy part. It's just when he gets the tires just go right here. No, not right here.
Yeah, right about. All right. Well, rocket.
I don't understand.
Oh man, that's fun. You don't like to watch caution laps, but when you see something like that in sim racing, that's fun.
You'd feel if this was real life, if he would have done that in real life, you would have been so scared, so worried. But this is iRacing, so it's funny. So this time by, it's going to be a green-white checkered for Ian Martin and company. We lost Darren Cole there. Christopher Bedwell, Ron Morris, and Bill Watkins have already manually disconnected. Guess the 95's damage was beyond repair. Because there is 0 resets to prevent intentional wrecking here in the Dash for Cash. Either that or he might have had 17x, which is the limit. I'm not sure.
I don't think anybody did that on purpose. That
right.
looked like it. Yeah, it's just like a.
It was just bad circumstances for all these drivers.
What's that? What's it called when they do swimming and they all do like certain maneuvers at the same time? Synchronized swimming.
Right.
Synchronized spinning just now.
Synchronized swimming, synchronized spinning. Well, hopefully we have a competitive but clean restart here. Got Ian Martin and Austin Craig on the front row. 3rd place, there's Tyler Tomasian.
See if Tyler follows him down on the apron.
Whoop. Yep, they didn't go down there, but Austin Craig is right there. Whoa, that number 1 car is right on that bumper of that number 98. These two have just run away from the other drivers. Oh, but don't count out. Oh, we're going into 1 lap to go. Can Austin Craig, the only way that I think he can get... Oh, he gets loose.
He lost it.
Oh, they all tagged the wall, and that just helps Ian Martin run away. One final lap, no caution can come out. So... there's nobody behind them, so I guess that means your winner here at Bristol Motor Speedway, Ian Martin, the number 98, takes the victory here at Bristol Motor.
Awesome run by Ian. Who's going to limp through on second?
Michael White ends up taking the 2nd position. I want to see what happened there.
So the 1 definitely got loose coming off the corner. He was riding it hard, trying to stay with Ian there, and he got washed up into the wall. Oh, we got 1 tab in the wall back there now.
So I think in turns 3 and 4, that it's a chain of events starting off with that number 1 car. Ooh,
he catches
sideways.
it like 3 times. You got Tyler's sliding. He catches it, I think. Tyler catches his. Now they just go 4 wide.
4 wide.
That doesn't work at Bristol Motor Speedway, that's for sure. Tomasi's going to get into the wall.
Watch Michael White just cruise there on the bottom. Gets by everyone.
Oh, yeah, he got lucky. I can't believe those guys kept all of those cars going straight just now.
The more synchronized spinning here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I know, I'm surprised that number 76 of Tyler Tomasi got that 3rd position. P3, still a money position.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. He had a tough night. Lots of contact. Ian had some contact with some drivers, and they still wound up there finding themselves at the front at the end.
Here, we're going to pop up the final results here, representing Club Carolina in that street stock, man. Your winner here at Bristol Motor Speedway, the number 98 of Ian Martin. Good second for the number 09 of Michael White, and rounding out the money positions, the number 76 of Tyler Tomasi gets 3rd. 4th was the number 00 of Darren Cole. Finishing 5th was the number 87 of Cody Arman. 6th is the number 1 of Austin Craig. 7th was the 15 of Jonathan Mitchum. 8th was the number 27 of Andrew Ewing. 9th, the 95 of Christopher Bedwell. Finishing 10th was the number 52 of David Pack. 11th was the number 76 of Ron Morrison. 12th was the number 337 of Bill Watkins. Looks like we have 2 podium finishers in the booth. Start off by grabbing race winner Ian Martin into the booth here and ask him some questions. Hey Ian, this is Atlee and Joe in the booth. You copy?
Yep, I got you.
Wow, so what an exciting restart. A lot of crazy turn events going on here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Well, what was going on from your eyes in that final restart here at Bristol Motor Speedway?
Well, on that first initial green flag run, the car got really tight, so I opted to pit on that caution. That was about lap 35. Get some fresh rubber on the tires, and we were having back-to-back cautions there at the end. And that last restart, just like Darren and Austin both did, went full throttle in turn 1 like you always do here at Bristol, and then went full throttle through 3 and 4 because we had fresh rubber, and it just got really loose, and I almost lost it myself. And then obviously Darren and Austin both lost it. But other than that, I think it was a pretty good race tonight.
Yeah, it was an awesome race. At one point, we had a synchronized spin, like 3 or 4 cars. They all turned at the same time, and I think it was a result of what you were saying, where they were running through 3 and 4 wide open, and they just couldn't hang on to those things. They all hit the same issue.
Yeah, the car had been tight the first half of the race, really tight. You were basically have to run the top to keep your momentum up there. And then on that last restart there, we all had fresh rubber, most of us at least, and just assumed we could go full throttle like we did at the start of the race. And I guess the track state or something had changed throughout the course of the event tonight, and we just all were really loose in that last corner there on the restarts.
That's an interesting take on tonight's race. Congratulations to you, Martin, once again, taking the W and taking home that purse.
Yep, thank you.
We also got P3 finisher number 76 of Tyler Tomasi in the booth as well, so we're also going to pull him in here. Hey Tyler, this is Atlee and Joe in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Wow, so that was a very crazy turn of events here in that final restart here at Bristol Motor Speedway. A lot of crazy wrecking going on. How was it from your point of view?
My game decided to blink as soon as we took the last restart, so that's why I fell back with all the buffoons back there. So, yep, that was great.
So you've had some serious internet connection issues the last couple of races, but you still seem to find your way to the front and pull out some finishes here. You ended up third. You're still in a money spot, even after a 4 wide incident there on the last lap. How are you feeling about that?
Well, at least I finished third, but it's just annoying. Like, I had the whole entire yellow to blink, and it literally decided to do it as soon as we took the green, so it was just really annoying.
Well, you know you got sponsors that you still want to thank regardless, so would you like to thank them?
Yes, Tomasi Load Associates, RLS Performance, and Caddock Title Company.
And Tyler, if you're having some issues and you need some assistance or some advice on some things you can do to stop that from happening, just let me know and I can get with you too.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yep.
What a great race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Always exciting here at the last great Coliseum. Thank you for joining us for race number 3 of season 3 of the Dash for Cash Super Stock Series hosted by the iRacing Super Stock League. I am Atlee Atman-Weiss, and tonight I was joined by Joe Wright. Please make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch and YouTube. We've gotten past that the 50 follower mark on Twitch, but still we have to get over 3 average viewers, and we're currently at 2.8. So help us get to Twitch affiliate level.
Yeah, share it with your friends. Let's go. Share them with your good friends that are racing with you, and these guys put on a good show. Get us some more views and like, follow, and subscribe. Get us back. Let's go over 100 man. Let's shoot for 100 now.
Oh wow, I think if we can do it as a community, even though it's a big goal, I think we can do it as a community. So also follow us on Facebook. We post stream links. If you do happen to miss one of our broadcasts, don't worry, you can still get stream links on the Facebook page. And again, do that to see more racing like action like this. Got a busy week. Tuesday and Wednesday we're off, but it's the weekend that's exciting. Thursday, we've got a Mason-Dixon qualifying race. Then on Friday, we've got this, again, the Dash for Cash. Then Saturday, it is going to be the $250 money race for the Mason-Dixon Racing Series. That's probably the biggest prize purse that we've had in Intensity Broadcasting history.
Yeah, and it's going to be a great race. So we're going to get some of these guys out. But I think we're also going to get some newbies out there and maybe see what they can do. Maybe we'll have a surprise winner taking home that purse.
Well, that should be exciting. So make sure to join us for all of those broadcasts. I'm Atlee Atman-Weiss. Thank you for watching, and over and out.